Are we already a nation of renters? Good evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. Remember, always live with no edits. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button now, as you're going to like what I'm about to say. And yes, happy 4th of July. Amazing. This is a day truly to honor America, and I intend to do so with this episode. So right here to my right, I am featuring a 2023 Australian Kangaroo. I mean, these are just beautiful coins, amazing designs, and just like those Britannias, they give very, very similar glares. And they're the only coins that I've seen do that, of course, are the Britannias and these Australian Kangaroos. Without a doubt, one of the most popular and beloved coin collections from the Perth Mint is the Australian Kangaroo. This series is one of its oldest and most diverse, with the gold bullion coins in the series available since 1986, when the program was known as the Gold Nugget. Australian Kangaroo coinage started in 1990, where Perth Mint rebranded the Gold Nugget as the Gold Kangaroo. And of course, that BU series is the longest running kangaroo collection at the Perth. Silver kangaroos were available in the 1990s and 2000s, but predominantly as proof specimens with ever-changing designs. In 2016, Perth introduced the Silver Kangaroo BU series with a static design and 0.9999949s pure silver content. Generally, you're always getting 3 nines, but with these, you get 4 nines. That's why I just absolutely love these. You go to the verse, and we see a lovely Queen Elizabeth II. Then you go to the reverse, and you see a leaping kangaroo. This is where we will also find micro laser engraved security elements. So super, super cool. Currently, I'm seeing these as low as $39 to $40. So the premiums have gone up quite a bit, because I felt just months ago I could have gotten them as low as 33, 34 bucks. That's not the case right now. Real quick, before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out, and this is to one of my loyal subscribers, and this is user-18SY8FN1C, a comment from earlier today. My son is 26 years old and looking to buy his first home. You don't get much up here in Canada. For $300,000 to $400,000 and rent a humble 1 to 2 bedroom apartment, it costs almost twice as much as a mortgage payment would be. His generation and the next will be living at home forever unless things change very soon. Cheers, brother. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. And I know that Canada, it's been rough lately. I have a good buddy that I used to live with in Los Angeles, and he's Canadian, and he lives in Vancouver. And I even tell him, like, why would you not just move over here to the States if it's that bad? You know, he tells me all these first experience that he gets out there. And of course, he doesn't want to leave because his mom's there, his dad's there, his brother's there. I get it, but it's not the same Canada that we remember from even just a decade ago. And even back then, it was already arguably getting bad. So just imagine how it's become. But the destruction of the working class, the middle class here in America persists, and everyone can see. Americans are being told that everything is under control while goods and services skyrocket. U.S. household debt is hitting new record highs on a monthly basis. The housing crisis is getting worse, and housing affordability is at the lowest point since 2007, with the median home now costing 560% of the median income. You heard that right. 560% of the median income. Soon, the American people as a whole will be a nation of renters, not homeowners. A prosperous middle class has been our main achievement in our society for decades. Millions have been leaving their home countries to start a new home and better life for the United States, the American dream. However, now, you as consumers have slipped into a reality where the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. We're descending into this period of major uncertainty and instability. As the middle class shrinks, Americans are increasingly feeling that they're not experiencing the same quality of life that defined the American middle class in the past. U.S. prices and shelter-related expenses have outpaced incomes. As our tax dollars support militarization and increased division of our society, our quality of life deteriorates at lightning speed. It's happening so much quicker than we realize. There's truly no better liquidity than silver. It's remarkably easy to trade with all types of people globally, and that's what we're heading into, globalization. As much as we hate it, it's just one of those things that AI is going to inevitably get. The Federal Reserve isn't actually a federal agency, but an independent cartel. Read The Creature from Jekyll Island if you have not. Wages are barely moving, while the cost of basic necessities have increased 30%. Most people's living standards have reduced 30%. Take a look around. 40% of Americans can't even afford their student loans. What makes one think that there's going to be a Fed pivot? There isn't. The job market gets worse as an increasing amount of people default on their homes. Our dollar has lost over 20% of its purchasing power since 2019. In just 5 years, it's getting harder for us to compete against the world like we had so easily these last decades. It had been so easy for us for so long, and now it's becoming difficult on the global stage. The chances to get rich in America is running out. We are in the last days. Silver, gold, and Bitcoin. Look no further. And yes, last one I had shown was a 1952. So I just love this one, especially. Very, very nice condition. Of course, we have a 1953 Franklin half dollar. These were struck in 90% silver at the Denver Mint. The 1953 half dollar is from an earlier era in America when many U.S. coins bore the intricate value of precious metal. This is 90% silver right here. 1 year after the Franklin half dollar design was retired in 1963, the age of circulating 90% silver coins came to an end. The Franklin series honored the first non-president. Oh man, I'm so sorry that I did that. The first non-president to be depicted on a regular issue U.S. coin, a tribute to one of early America's greatest contributors and personalities, Ben Franklin. 1953 Franklin half dollars in circulated condition are worth between $12 to $15. However, on the open market, 1953 half dollars in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $4,600. So if you got one of these suckers in your piggy bank and it is in the condition that I'm telling you, it is going to be a tremendous win for you. And I highly hope that you're one of those people that does have uncirculated silver, like Walking Liberties, Franklin half dollars, Mercury dimes, Barber quarters, Barber dimes, Morgan half dollars. It's very rare when you'll see these coins uncirculated, but they are out there. And if you see one, try to get your hands on it, especially if the price is right. And then, guys, just to end this evening, just want to remind everybody that yes, you go to my description. I have my my Sports Epic right now on sale still. I am going to raise the price in about a week, but right now you can still get my book on special. It's a crime thriller, it's a sports thriller, it's a sports epic. And if that doesn't interest you, I also have my first book, which is actually based on a true story. You can also find that in my description. This is a dark comedy, hilarious story, very real story, a true story. And then, of course, my crime thriller that I released last year. This is also very, very exciting. So they're all different from each other, but I will tell you right now, this is my best work, and it's the story that I put the most into. It's my longest story, and again, for those who are getting turned off because it's like, oh, I'm not into baseball, this is a story that's not necessarily about baseball. Again, it has elements of gambling, elements of greed, elements of betrayal. There's a lot more going on, and I highly recommend it. because I truly believe that you'll enjoy it. But again, thank you so much. This is Silver Dad Knows. God bless you. Happy 4th of July. God bless America. And you take care.